For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you'll surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with FIVEAA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on FIVEAA. Always Adelaide.
Welcome back here to the RAA NPLSA men's round 4 fixture here, where the home team, the Adelaide Comets FC, will face off against Adelaide United's youth team here at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park. First RAA NPLSA men's fixture of this round as well, with some perfect conditions here in the west of the city, with the pitch just playing before the WNPL women's game, where the home side did get the win 2-1 in that occasion. While here we're facing off against two teams who have not had the best of results to start this season and are looking to turn it around in this game. Previously, Adelaide United's men got a draw last weekend out at Adelaide City Park, coming from behind twice on that occasion to claw at a point, while the Comets have started off in some very poor form. In fact, losing all 3 games so far this season without scoring a goal. So they are looking to get their first goal and first points of the season. Well, of course, they did progress through the Cup 5-2 against Mulberry Vista men. So they scored 5 goals on that occasion and looking to open their account for the league campaign now. Kickoff minutes away, and we'll go through the lineups as they probably come up on screen as well. Start with the away side, Adelaide United youth team, where we've got number 36, the captain, Panache Madana. Number 40, Ethan Cox. Number 45, Alex Battistella. Number 62, Fabian Taladera. Number 65, Joey Garuccio. Number 67, Luka Blazevich. Number 74, Amlani Tatu. Number 77, Sajad Nasiri. Number 78, Malwal Nikola. Number 79, Faizo Kasumovic. And number 88, Kalen Alagic. For the home side, Adelaide Comets, number 1 in goals tonight for his first game of the season, Gianni Tramontan. Number 5, Matthew Chandler. Number 6, Nicholas Vatanos. Number 8, Philip Spadavecchia. Number 10, Anthony Mavrolambardos, the captain. Number 12, Jake Porter for his first game, starting as well. Number 17, Ethan Karkafiris. Number 22, Minsung Park. Number 23, Cameron Colton. Number 27, Harry Thomas. And number 33, Paniotis Politis. So some interesting changes there from both sides, some enforced and some trying to shuffle things around on the Comets side. 3 of their starters last week have dropped to the bench, and a major big name out for them as well. Aladdin Irabona finds himself not on the team sheet at all, which is big news here. Of course, that means that Jake Porter starts up front in place of Sebastian Good, while Yanni Delengas, the goalkeeper, has dropped to the bench tonight in place of Gianni Tramontan. And Nicholas Ikonomopoulos as well, another long-time player here at the Comets, has dropped to the bench for Harry Thomas to start. Minutes away from kickoff now. And it looks like it's Batistella who'll get us underway. Scorer of 2 fantastic goals last year. Fortuitous for some, but good goals in any fact. Not many goal scorers as well for the Adelaide United side. Only him, Crawford and Blazevich. So they're going to look for some more players to open their accounts for the season and get their first 3 points potentially of the year as well. Here we go. Underway now. Daniel Cook has got us underway, and Minsung Park will get the first touch of the day. Alagic straight out to Amlani Tatu. Goes to the line and still goes and doesn't win a corner. It'll be a goal kick for Tremonton. Long ball launched forward. And that one almost comes here into the commentary booth. But fortunate for us here, and the cameraman doesn't find his expensive lens. Vatanos looks forward. Taladera wins that flick on. Mavrolambardos finds Politis, who's in behind Malwal Nicola at the moment. Politis, Park with time to cross. He delivers. And Kasumovic clears. A strike there as well by the Comets. And that was young Cameron Carlton, new signing this season in the midfield for the Comets. Started last week as well, played a full 90. Come over from West Torrens Bacalla. Good win there by Vatanos, and Park will try and keep it alive. He does, and finds his centre-back compatriot there in Vatanos. And will stay calm and look for the throw instead. Of course, a couple of games going on around the grounds as well. The A-League, where Adelaide United's senior team is also playing concurrently to this game, where they are leading 4-2 against Western Sydney Wanderers. It's not always you see the senior team and the youth team playing on the same day and the same time. Cameron Carlton with a great win there. Park. Sorry, that was Politis. They've got the same boots and the same sock length. So they're very hard to make a difference at the moment. But we'll see how they go. And their numbers are very similar as well. 33 and 22 look quite similar from behind. I guess the only difference is their height. Here's Tatu. Looks to try and flick in behind. This game's starting with a very frenetic energy at the moment. Kasumovic now will try and settle things down for Adelaide United. Here he is still going. Panache Madana. And here's Sajad Nasiri, who uses his body and win the foul on the far side. So, of course, some of the outs for Adelaide United are enforced, and due to some travelling as well with the A-League squad, Harry Crawford's out for tonight's match. Oh, Joey Garuccio comes in. Bailey O'Neill drops to the bench as well. And Sajad Nasiri comes into the lineup as well. Just from the off as well, it looks like it's Fabian Taladera playing at centre-back next to Kasumovic, while Nasiri is handling the base of midfield. And it looks like, following his heroics last week, Battistella will lead the line, and Garuccio will just play off him there. Here's Madana, who's beaten out the Comets fullback to the ball. Is there a foul there? Referee thinks so, and he stopped the game, or just pointed to the goal kick, actually. Deceived me there. Be a goal kick, but coming up from the right fullback role there, Panache Madana, we know what he can do. Spent many years here in the NPLSA and a couple in the A-League as well. Played originally as a right winger, a left winger. Now he's found his role at right fullback. He's trying to get a place in the A-League side while Dylan Parias is out. So, see what he can do tonight in this game against the lowly ranked at the moment Adelaide Comets. But they're full of confidence in front of their home fans, as they usually are. And why wouldn't you be at such a fantastic venue like this? LJ Hooker and Myland Sports Park, the west of the city, in a perfect location after work on a Friday night. Where else would you want to be? Politis now battling out with Kasumovic. The young defender wins out. And we'll also find the pass. Garuccio, he loses out. And now it's Taladera, loose touch. Sliding challenge there by Kasumovic, and it's fair, says the referee. Now Madana hasn't got much, but he's got legs and he's got pace. Here's Alagic. Just about finds its way out to Nicola. Drives forward. Finds a good ball in behind. Tatu, and a sliding challenge there from Vatanos. Stuck in the corner there, and Tatu will now try and mix his magic and try and get out, but it's the Comets and Carlton who have instead. Taladera. Madana. Thomas on the far side, who comes away with another player with the exact same boots as Park and the same sock length. It's going to be very hard to pick apart these Adelaide Comets players at the moment. Not sure the bug that's going around them, but they look very similar from the knees down.
We're looking like as well that some of the formations of these players are coming out at the moment, and it looks like it's coming into the lineup on the left wing, while it's Politis who's come into the middle of the park as well. Porter up top, Mavrolambardos. Looks like he's actually at the base of midfield there, Mavrolambardos. And maybe it's Politis who's going to be leading.
At the moment. So Porter has settled down into the middle of the park, and we'll see how this formation pans out, but a couple of interesting changes. That's an interesting change of direction there by Madonna, and Harry Thomas comes away with the ball. Corner now for Adelaide United. Be taken as well by Fabian Taladera. It's a near post delivery, and they'll get a second time of asking, this time taking that as it's cut out there by Cameron Carlton. Taladera now looks to launch, goes short to Tatu. Now Tatu delivers with his left foot. Great ball in the park. Vatanos wins out, and Carlton calls for a handball. He's played it into the feet of Alagic. Finds his way to the byline, but can't find a cross, and it'll be a goal kick. So Tremonton's come into the lineup today for the Comets. Of course, the previous goalkeeper there in Young Delangas has just come across from Para Hills in the off-season. And Tremonton's been the number 2 here for a couple of seasons in a row now, playing in the reserves most weeks. But he's got an opportunity today as they've lost all 3 games, haven't scored a goal, and have conceded a couple in most of their games too. So if he can do well and do something that the previous keeper can't, then maybe he'll keep his spot. Here's Mavrolambardos. Thomas looks far post for Porter, and it's a difficult one for Cox to deal with, but he does so with ease. Looks like Garucho battling out there with Vatanos. Doesn't come away with it, and now Thomas does. Fouled by Garucho with the press as well. Here's Tatu now with Vatanos. 1v1, taking him to the byline. Tatu's got to look for a cross now, and he doesn't look to pick any option, and Comets will give away a corner. Tatu now looks for the delivery near post. Park wins out the header, and Mavrolambardos will now chase with Nicola. Beats him to the ball. Malwal Nicola is challenged from behind. Takes a pass. Vatanos looking for a cutback, but cut it back too far to the top of the box, and now it's a break for the Comets. Harry Thomas still driving forward. Finds Porter. Looking for the 1-2. He's found Harry Thomas, but the pass is just too far in front of Thomas, and he can't latch onto that one. Cox now launches long. Vatanos wins that header. And Blazevic does also. Now Blazevic can learn to split it. Foul there by Porter. Tartu now looking for the cutback. Chandler slips, and fortunate there is Tremonton. Tremonton now looks to launch long. Looking for Porter. Thomas will latch onto this one on the far left. Find his strike partner now in Porter. Thomas. Carlton. He's got a difficult one to deliver. There's actually Spadavecchia, who's been trodden on in the meantime as well. Madana under the pressure now. Does well out of 1-2 and then finds the pass. Almost a giveaway there by Blazevic as he's pressed, but you can see here the home team Comets are very happy with the pressure they're putting on this young Adelaide United side so far. Alagic. Cox. Excellent sway ball there to Nash Madana from one end to the other, and it's a great challenge as well. Congratulations from his goalkeeper there. That was Ethan Karkafiris. Nasiri wins that header. Madana's pass can't find his intended target. Thomas. Spadavecchia. Mavrolambardos, of course, playing deeper tonight, it seems. Watching their game last week against West Adelaide, it looked like he was playing as a second striker or maybe in the number 10 position, but tonight it seems like he's playing a bit deeper. Maybe that's due to Ikonomopoulos being on the bench tonight, and of course no experience there in Irabona. So they've put him a little bit deeper. Here's Chandler, who's had to follow his runner there. Madana. Again, win there by Karkafiris. And a bit off the ball there with Battistella and Carlton. Alagic launching long. That's a great ball in front of Tartu. Another 1v1 battle, which he thrives in, that he gets into. Nikola. Lazovic. Porter was fouled off the ball. There's advantage played here by Cook, but now it's gone out. And they'll take it back. Chandler looking for Park on this far right. He will get ahead of it and put a good ball in, back post. And three of the Comets players have run to the near post looking for a delivery. They'll get another chance here. Thomas tries to shape and shift for a cross. And now they'll get out. Spadavecchia still driving forward. Phil Spadavecchia with a strike. It's on target, but it doesn't trouble Ethan Cox. But almost a wonder strike there from Phil Spadavecchia as he takes on took on 3 Adelaide United players and drove into the box unmarked. Garuccio looks to switch, and it's an excellent ball in front of Amlani Tatu. He's got to get it under control first. Now he takes on Min Sung Park. One way, then the other. On his left foot. Crosses far post. Deflected. Garuccio's there by himself. Crosses to Kalen Alagic. And a miss from open range. He opened his foot up and it went past the far post. But almost a first senior goal there for another of the Alagic prodigy family. And a let off there for the Comets. A great move there, and these switches have been fantastic from this young Adelaide United side. They're really isolating the fullbacks and the wingers. On that occasion, it's a bit overhit, of course, as I say that, but in most other cases, they're really playing their wingers early and allowing them these 1v1 battles. Carlton, Park, Politis, Porter looking for an option, still going Porter himself. Can't find that option on the left. Tries to take it past Blazovic. And this time a miscue there from Panache Madana. Spadavecchia, top of the box this time! And another player with just the keeper to beat cannot find the target. That's 2 for the youngster in this first early 20 minutes, but a massive opportunity there for the Comets to take the lead. And it's Spadavecchia who blows his lines. More good play there, though, from Porter, as he took it down that far left side, and it was Madonna who was in no man's land. Here's Carlton, does well against Tatu, finds the pass, and will win the free kick as well. Tremonton with his left foot looks for Thomas, but is beaten in the air by Madonna. Vatanos wins that, finds the feet of Politis, but he can't keep it under control. Alagic beaten to it by Carlton. Park looks to flick in behind. Taladera's there, and that will go over the sides for a throw-in. Park, was he fouled? He was. The judge to be fouled there by Malwal Nicola, and Daniel Cook comes over here to have a word as well. Mavra Lombardos getting some instructions there from his coach in Tom Overall. He takes charge of this set piece, the left footer. He delivers deep, a great delivery, and Chandler was there at the back post, didn't find its way to him. And now Thomas has got a difficult few to deal with. Lombardos puts an excellent ball in behind for Spadavecchia. Minsung Park now with time to strike across, but he'll leave it for his captain, Mavra Lombardos. And his delivery is too hard to deal with. Siri and Madonna do well out of that danger. But now he's got not many on the left here. As Amlani Tatu switched wings. Batistella does well. And now he looks for that switch. Lazovic was probably the only one on side there. Luckily he got that touch. Now he'll get fouled in the middle of the park by Kakafiris. Madonna looking to deliver, but stays patient. Too patient on that occasion as Thomas strips him of the ball and wins the free throw-in, on the far side. So you can hear it in the background there, some ultras for Adelaide United's youth team behind the goals there. Tremonton looks long, cut out by Taladera. The touch by Thomas has been recovered there by Spadavecchia, and he wins the free as well. Lombardos to Park. Vatanos with a difficult one to deal with by Chandler, and Tremonton can only clear. Vatanos looking long again that time. Much too close to the goalkeeper there, and Ethan Cox. Cox looking for a short option here. Can't find one. Has to go long, and fortunately win the second ball. Garuccio in behind to Tatu. He's got to do well to keep this alive. He does so as well with a McGeady spin on the far left here. Nicola, shape to shoot. Doesn't score many goals, but would have done well to get one on target from there. Halagic. Cox. Again, nothing short. Has to go long. Too central to create any danger, but Madonna has stayed up there. And he's battling out there with Kakafiris. Thomas. Still going, Thomas, and he'll keep it alive with that far side. Finally meets his maker, but fortunately Comets come away with it. Spadavecchia with the advantage. Park looks for the cross. Can't find it. Ball goes far post. One in the box and a bit of afters as well. I think it's going to be a free kick there for Adelaide United. Ball goes long, beaten in the air that time. Vatanos. Tatu will come away with it, but Vatanos gets his own back. Now he looks for a pass, but that's a dangerous position to lose it. Fortunately, Alagic hands it back to him. Chandler struggling with the late challenge there from Tatu. And he's still limping as well. Got his ankles twisted in that situation. Tremonton looking for Park. Can't win out there, but Politis is there to back him up. Panagiotis. Carlton. Delivery. Touched well down there. Spadavecchia again. He's had 3 shots in his first half. None have found the target. That one was a bit more difficult on the left foot. Blazovic. Good cut into the midfield. Nasiri gets a bump after. He's going to give it back as well to Spadavecchia. The referee's seen that one. That's a bad deflection there on the back of Nasiri, but fortunately for the goalkeeper, it lands back into his hands. Looks like it's full time there in the A-League game between Adelaide United and Western Sydney Wanderers. 4-2 win for our Adelaide club. Lombardos wins out. Politis on his left foot has the strike. It doesn't trouble the keeper either. So they've had a good spell in front of goals here of the Comets, but haven't really tested the goalkeeper or even hit the target so far. Straight out on that occasion by Cox. Chandler. Vatanos. Ball giveaway there by Mavrolambardos. Carlton follows suit. Alagic does as well. Carlton is being tugged. Looks for an option. Politis waits, and they're not going to get the advantage. It's going to be pulled back in a dangerous situation, and I think Mavrolambardos has got his name all over this one. Another out as well. They're missing tonight for the Comets. Gildas Gomakezwa scored 2 goals in the cup. There are other goal scorers in the cup. Sebastian Good with 2 and Jake Porter with 1 for their first league goal of the season. Wouldn't it be fitting if it's from the captain, Anthony Mavrolambardos? Here he is. Mavrolambardos with the strike. It's knuckleballing and it's hitting the crossbar. And almost a spectacular effort from the skipper here at the Comets. It was knuckling and dipping, but it didn't make its way all the way down. And that is the first major chance of this half that has at least troubled the goalkeeper. Vatanos launching forward to Politis, but just over his head. Done well at the moment. Vatanos though. Mavrolambardos into Spadavecchia. Park. He's got time to cross. Mavrolambardos now time to shoot. He finds Spadavecchia instead, and the strike is blocked late there by Taladera, but Spadavecchia is in behind 4 times in this first half for a strike. And that time of asking, he's finally struck on target, but the defender was in the way. Mavrolambardos, his delivery, Chandler's there. All 6'7" of him, but he still couldn't make contact. And now Madonna will keep it alive on the far side. Sliding challenge there by Porter, and the press engaged there by Kakafiris. Nicola still driving. Park misses the sliding challenge. Carlton doesn't. Lazovic now, though, finds the overlapping run. Nicola launches into the box and Vatnos is there again. Madonna, his pocket is stripped by Porter. Plays it in front of Park, who's got the defender right behind him, Min Sung Park. Looks for a delivery. Defender on the floor, far post. Just a bit too heavy for Thomas, but now he'll have time to put a cross in. And he's offside. All that time. Great work there from Min Sung Park, though, sending his defender to the shops. But the delivery just wasn't there. A couple more outs for the Comets. Just in front of me here as well, Damian Lujic, as well as Stelios Zacharias. Akafiris, good win there. Can't just about keep it alive there, Thomas. Good win. Tartu now has the strike down the middle, straight down the throat there for Tremonton, who's lucky that didn't find its way, because we know how Amnani Tartu can hit some of them. Nicola finds a good pass to Blazovic, whose touch will just keep it alive. And his pass is just angled the wrong way, and Vatnos will do well to keep this out of the way of Amrani Tartu. Nicola tries to flick it over Min Sung Park. Park wins out on that occasion. Politis now is trying to use his body against Nasiri. Carlton, Alagic turns into danger. Nasiri, Nicola, who's slung around there by Min Sung Park, who's gaining confidence as the minute goes on this defence. Cox. Alagic. No option there for Cox, and he loses the ball, but fortunate for him, Blazovic is there to win out 2 times, and now a great challenge, I thought, from Mavro-Lombardos. Referee Cook does not agree. But potentially there was a couple of fouls in the build-up that Cook had to pull it back at some point, but fortunately Mavro-Lombardos is the figure that's been pulled up on it. Garuccio looks like he wants to take charge of this set piece. There's Taladera behind him to deal with as well. It's going to be Garuccio, and Taladera goes up. It's a good ball. An even better header by Vatnos. He's shown his strength early in this game against a hotly favoured Adelaide United youth team here, who I'm sure the bookies' favourite. Nasiri with a touch to Alagic. Good flick forward. Spadavecchia can launch long to Park. It's 3v3 at the back here. He's got 2 at the far post. Min Sung Park's delivery is far post. Porter's there with a header. And Cox is there with the returning save, as it looked to be looping into the bottom corner. The young Adelaide United goalkeeper shows his expertise and claws that one out from the depths. Looks like there's some goals around the grounds as well, with West Torrens Bacala starting their second half strong against White City. FK Beograd with a 1-0 lead. Elsewhere around the grounds, 4-0 Adelaide Croatia over Adelaide Atletico. And Eastern United 3-2 down against the Cobras. Lombardos, far post, Chandler's there, and again another foul given away. Still going, Garucha at top of the box, looking for a pass. Tartu's there. He's got not much of a gap, and he's going to get it on the second time after Vatanos's deflection. That's a good ball. Blazevic looking for a strike. Garucha on the right foot. Again, defended off well, heroically by the Comets, and another big challenge from Park. Free man, far side is Madana. Alagic. As it settles for a moment. And the Comets can come out of their box. Alagic driving forward, looking for the pass to Madanha. Can't get across him, but he's going to keep it alive, I thought. But it looks like, is there an offside here maybe on Madana? Good win there. Battistella now looking to unleash Tatu on the left side. Shapes us his defender. Now he's got room to strike. Finds Kalen Alagic instead, and that strike is just past the far post. Ball launched long, and that's too far away from Minsung Park. Cox does find the feet. Tatu, and he spins out of danger of 1, 2. Now he's got 3 to deal with. Too many to deal with, and he's going to get the foul though after all that. Here's Nasiri back to Taladera. Lazevic can't find a pass, has to go back. Taladera now, he can't find one either. Nasiri, that's better. Lazevic forward to Tatu, his toe can't get on the end of it, and Vatanos can with a sliding challenge. Carlton. Vatanos, his ball can't stay in play. Here it is, Spadavecchia for calls to punish. The chance is here. Politis skips past his defender. He's got Park, but he can't even keep it alive. It'll be a goal kick. Offside called on Garuccio. Sumovic under the pressure now. Madana and Kasumovic link up at the back here to trying to leave a bit of pressure. Driving forward to find an option. Alagic keeps it alive. Garuccio with a show of pace. Plays an excellent ball in behind. Battistella's got Chandler to deal with. But the enforcer back there comes across to clean up. Alagic. Chandler. It's got Garuccio who's on his heels. Battistella now gets fouled with a clip on his heel now. Set piece for Adelaide United youth team now. Looks like this one will be taken by Taladera. Tatu's there as well. Taladera goes for the strike though, and it's low and collected by Tremonton. Sidewinder looking for somebody up forward. Lombardos will keep it alive, but he's rushed that pass. And there was no one there in a blue and black shirt. Cook instructs the taker to be a little bit further back. Madana looking forward now. Here's Sparovecchia and Vatanos. Good challenge from Lazovic. There's a player out of position now if he can find him. Lazovic struggles off the challenge of Vatanos. Battistella is beaten to the ball though by Karkafiris. Siri wins out on that time, and Politis can't follow suit. Garuccio to 2v1 on the right side. Not in Karkafiris' favour. Garuccio now drives inside, looking to cut back on his left. Puts the ball across, and Tremonton's there to claim. We look at the watch. Cook has the whistle in the mouth now and blows the half-time whistle here at LJ Hooker Myland Sports Park. Current score is 0-0. Got some massive chances for the home side with a crossbar hit from their captain, Imava Lombardos. We'll join you here in the second half for some more action and hopefully some more goals.
Between Adelaide Comets FC and Adelaide United. Thank you to our major sponsors. Your support is always greatly appreciated. full. $2 a ticket or 3 for 5.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with FIVEAA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jay Drobran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on FIVEAA. Always Adelaide.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Everyone wants to win. You know, we're not here to make up the numbers. We've been around as a soccer club here at Plympton for 20-25 years now. We're really happy to be in State League 2 South Division for 2026.
We want to be attractive to everyone because we want people to come here and play.
Yeah, really been focusing on getting the group together and really setting that expectation to be a team from day one.
From the players to the coaches, the committee members, it's all one big family.
It's going to be tough for all the opposition to play us. They don't know anything about us. We're a young squad, but we've really got good energy, a really good bunch of boys.
So it's a big club with over 300 players, and over 1,000 members. So we're a strong brand, and we need to back ourselves.
If you go out there and you're just going for the draw and you're playing against the top teams and you can't compete against them, there's no point playing.
I think this club's ready to take anything on. I think it's ready to boom. I think senior level, junior level, mini-roos, we've got a really strong supporter base, and I think we're going to see something really special coming to 2026.
I love refereeing because it's a challenge, to go out to try and get the right decision, manage some of the egos or the personalities, knowing that you've got all these different types of people at play. And there's actually been a good life school as well. I started refereeing junior games on the Sunday. I was playing in senior football on the Saturday, so I felt like making some money. I think I was a decent player back then. You know, I could have stayed around and played senior football in NPL, but I decided to go refereeing, and I've got in the National League much quicker than if I was as a player. Probably wouldn't have made it as a player, to be honest. Just kind of never looked back and was happy to progress. But I think people should try refereeing. I think it's a great tool to realise, you know, how you can also contribute to part of the game. There's pathways. Definitely it can be a rewarding career.
Not sure which one will take it. It might be Baselli. No, it's Toriani. He's hit it well, and he's hit it into the corner. That's a cracking finish. And FK Beograd, solo against the line of play, have gone 1-0 up in the 6 minutes.
I think they're coming to celebrate with us.
And here is the corner on the far side. Konstadopoulos takes it. The wind takes it as well. And that's gone all the way in from the corner. Clear in. Goal from a corner. You don't see that very often, Theo. And FK Beograd go 3-0 up. Para Hills Knights in deep, deep trouble now.
The right boot of Samopoulos or the left boot of Caro Felix. It will beat Samopoulos! Into the top left and completes the night of goal scoring.
I think something most people don't realise about being a referee is how rewarding it actually is, and like the amount of friends and mates you make along the way. Like, it's just a really great community. I was really nervous. I just got a random call up and I went out to the ground, but it was really great. Like, I had great support my first game, and it was really good to just be surrounded by people who did support me. I love officiating football because it's really rewarding, and like, it's a great way to be still a part of the game even if you aren't playing. I think my "this is why I do it" moment was last year, oh no, this year actually. I made my debut as an A-League official, and just being in front of like a big crowd was really cool to have experience, and it clicked in that moment. I was like, yeah, this is 100% why I do it. I have a great support system like here at FSA behind me. I would 100% say to someone who was thinking of becoming a referee to absolutely just go for it. Like, it's not as scary as you think it might be. Like, it's really good.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
You supported us on a Sunday, so come support us on a Saturday.
For Elizabeth Downs, it's a huge step up for the club. The club started in 1962, originally a school-based team, and as the club evolved, we needed some avenue for our juniors to start playing seniors, so we entered the South Australian Amateur League. From there we've just progressed, and over the last 10-20 years we've had quite a successful period in the Amateur League, and now we're looking to extend that success.
We've had players play at the highest level, and we've also got a bunch of lads who have just been signed and have come through the ranks over the years who are 18, 19 years old, so it's a real good mixture of experience and youth, I think. Now there's just a perfect challenge, I think, to really build some more history and to get some more trophies over the line as well.
We're going to be difficult to break down, and certainly we'll have plenty of pace up front. We got plenty of good ball players in the middle of the park, getting those guys into the final third and getting them one-on-one to take on those defenders. Our expectations are that we're aiming for promotion and potentially winning the league.
When we hosted Metro here in the quarterfinals of the Cup, that night was absolutely booming. We would have had 2,000 people here playing against a Div 1 NPL side. It was just a magic night. We won on penalties, we come back from behind, it just had everything that game.
I think the one message we'd like to send is that we're not here to have a trial year or make up numbers. I think we're here to get promoted and to win it all.
The supporters that have supported us for the last 15 years of my career here, they played together. If that doesn't describe what pride and passion is, playing together, supporting the club for 15 years, that's what we're about, and that's what I hope my team will be about in 10, 15 years when we all retire and watch the next generation.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
back to the second half of this REA NPLSA round 4 fixture between the home side Adelaide Comets and the away team Adelaide United youth team. 0 in the half-time break. We've got a guest who's come up through the half-time break as well, Anastasia Willoughby from the Adelaide Comets women's team, who just played before this game. How are you, Anna, and how was your game?
I'm good. Thanks for having me up here. It's exciting to watch the boys up from the stands. Tough game, but we got there in the end. 2-1 win. Hopefully the boys can back that up.
First doubleheader of the season as well, and I'm sure many are fixtured throughout the year as well. And it's always good to see such a successful team as well, and the reigning champions as well, Adelaide Comets winning, starting that doubleheader, and now the men's have got to back up as well.
Yeah, it's a great environment out here tonight. I really see the crowd going into it.
See a bit of a scuffle here on the near side. Comets players not happy with that challenge on Harry Thomas. And the referee, Daniel Cook, has got to do well to disperse the situation, but in any case, it'll be a set piece on the near side for the home team. Looks like as well Adelaide United youth team have made a sub at the half-time break. Looks like it was Caelan Allegich who's made his way off at the half-time. And Bailey O'Neill has come on in his place. So a bit of a shuffle in the midfield there for Adelaide United. See how that affects this set piece. Thomas goes low. Off Nasiri and out for another corner. Spadavecchia takes this set piece, goes far, deflected once and just evades the foot there of Karkafiris. But another good set piece there, and Chandler's stayed up following that as well. And O'Neill has his first strides forward, tackled well there by Mara Lombardos. And he plays an excellent ball over the top as well to Politis. He's not got a lot to work with, but Park will support him on that far right. Minsung Park takes it past Nicola. So Nicola gets his own and wins a goal kick. So you were here for the first half as well, Anastasia. What did you think of the opening proceedings, and which team did you think was on top?
Yes, I was watching it on the TV upstairs. I think it was a very transitional game. So it'll be interesting to see if we can have a team that calms the ball down in the second half, gets some play, gets it up the field, but started off very transitional as well.
A lot of chances as well for the home side as well. Was the inside of the change rooms there yelling for the ball to get in the back of the net after a couple of chances?
Yeah, be good to see the boys score a goal, especially first goal of the season at home as well, but
looked like there was an early chance there for Porter, and now it's United who will come away with it. As we did mention in that first half, no league goals so far this season for the Adelaide Comets men, and that's a foul, which may bring the first caution of the day. As Daniel Cook reaches into his pocket and Matthew Chandler picks up a yellow card for his challenge, but as we were saying, in their 3 previous fixtures, the Comets 3 losses and 7 goals conceded. Of course, they did win that cup game 5-2 and scored plenty in that one, but in the RA NPLSA so far, they haven't hit the target. They've got to defend this set piece first. Three over the top of this set piece. Tartu, probably the least likely to take it, but they'll go short instead. Taladera now shapes the cross, far post. It's deep, but Tremontin's there to claim. Opts to launch long early. Over Lombardos. Settle things for Comets. A little bit after there from Minsung Park. as you said, been quite a transitional game and quite a difficult one to get their foot on top of things in the midfield. As a midfielder yourself, do you see how difficult it is sometimes on this pitch playing against teams who are very quick on the break?
Yes, extremely hard to deal with those teams that are quick. Playing on a grass pitch, it's hard to know when the ball is actually going to travel, when it's going to hold up. So it must be tough for the boys out there in the middle.
Tremonton claims on the edge of his box there, but as you said, it's nice and slick. It's a good pitch at this point of the season as well. Cut to perfection and allows some quick football to be played, as we saw earlier in the WNPL game and in this game so far as well. A lot of pressure on every ball, and as you said, sometimes difficult to manage. Here's Porter, who stripped the pocket of Madana. Goes into the challenge there with Fazo Kasumovic. And the defender comes off best, winning that free kick in his box. So a couple of changes as well for Comets in this game from the last game, Anna. Mavrolambardos playing a bit more deeper in the midfield this week compared to the previous weeks. And a couple of changes as well out wide, with Thomas coming into the team as well. What do you make of those changes?
I think it's very difficult for coaches early on in pre-season, players moving around a lot, but the boys have such a young squad and they've got so far to go throughout the season. So changing players around who are able to play different positions, it's really good for them to have that in their pocket.
Of course, a lot of changes also due to needing to freshen up the squad. A couple of injuries as well. Gomakezwa and Irabana on the sidelines tonight. Unsure of their extent of their injuries, but a very strange turnover there. If you saw that back on the YouTube, I'm not sure you know why, but Tatu now strips the ball, and now they're asking the question, Comets. The free kick was taken quickly, but it came off the Adelaide United player and out. So I'm not sure how they picked up the throw in there, but they're a quick and witty young team, Adelaide United. Here's the ball into the box, Tremonton, and they didn't care if this decision was right or wrong. They just played on.
Yeah, very interesting decision that one is. It's getting a bit physical out there, so we'll see if the boys can hold their tempers.
Another ball launched long. Hands in the back there on Porter, not heeded, and now Kasumovic will get a strong challenge from behind. The same from Taladera, and there was some studs showing there from Porter. They'll be lucky to get away with something here, and that was late on Taladera. Fortunate maybe to get away with a booking there, Anna. I mean, there's a late challenge, studs up, and maybe the referee got a case of the wrong man as well.
Yeah, we don't want this game to run away from anyone, but it's been still very transitional at the moment, so we'll see if anyone can keep the ball down. Looks like there's a fantastic goal over there at FK Beergrad as well by Massimo Falco. One that we're going to see in the goal of the week apparently, because he's got an equaliser there that might be in the charts for one of the top voted ones. Otherwise around the leagues, Adelaide Croatia Raiders 5-0 winners over Adelaide Atletico. And the Cobras 4-2 winners over Eastern United. Here's Taladera again under some pressure. That touch was loose from Thomas. Another sliding challenge from Karkafiris. It is getting some scrappy challenges out there, but it's a nice hard game at the moment. Over the top from Mavrolambardos, looking for Politis, but he made that run too early, and it's offside. So as you said, that midfield is always tough to contend with, but with the game becoming quite stretched as well and looking for a goal in this game, what did your side do earlier today that helped you get back into the game and really kicked you guys on? Yeah, we went down 1-0, and I think when another team scores on you, that really just motivates you to pick yourself up, and we ended up with 2 in the end. So 2-1 win, 3 points at home for the first doubleheader of the season. So be interesting to see how the boys are doing. It seems Comets are high pressing at the moment, but as we saw, Adelaide United did quite well just to play out of that one. But see how they go.
Yeah, I guess you'd hope that the home team doesn't concede one to try and kick them back into gear. It hasn't worked the last couple of weeks on that front, but they look very strong in front of goals at the moment tonight, and they're really creating some chances. Thomas, his flick on, finds Porter. Porter looked in behind and can't find a black and blue shirt, but Thomas has time to deliver a ball in front of the goalkeeper, and no danger. Here's Tatu. Still going Tatu. He's pulled behind that time, and Vatnos will find a booking for that action. Sometimes very tricky customer to deal with, Amlani Tatu. And Vatnos has had a good game so far, but that's the only tarnish on his record so far. Park. He looks long, can't find an option, and he's not going to get the throw in either. Looks like as well the temperature has probably just dropped a couple of degrees as well, as you can probably tell here from not moving too much that it's getting a little bit chilly out there as well. It's probably added a bit of dew to that deck as well, and maybe meant that that pass has not found its target as well and carried a bit further than usual. Tremonton launches long. Park can't get the touch. Spadavecchia does. Nasiri looking long. Deft flick by Kasumovic. Good pressure there from Porter. A little bit of afters with Cox as well. And it's a good pass from the goalkeeper and started this attack. Batistella settles on the ball, as does Blazovic. Madana has a bit of time to stretch his legs, and he's now in behind, looking for a delivery, evades the challenge, cuts it back. Blazovic has the strike near post. It was always rising and doesn't trouble the goalkeeper in Tremonton. So it seems like Adelaide United now getting the run of the game against the young side. You play many young sides in your league as well, Anna, playing that NTC team. How do you deal with a lot of young, fit runners who are going to always pressure you, and how do you settle the game down?
I guess that is the thing. They're very young, quick players. It's always a difficult game, but it just comes down to defence. So I guess better team out there defending tonight. It's going to be the team that gets the win.
Here's Mavrolambardos looking for Porter, looking to launch an attack here for Comets. Low cross. Now cleared. As you said, the numbers are now coming back for the Comets, and Chandler on that occasion clears, but his clearance is not far enough. Adelaide United come forward now. Amlani Tatu, player back post. He opted for the cutback instead. Nicola now finds that player back post. It's Batistella, and he's sprung his run a bit too early as well. And he's called back for offside. Nasiri, another header in the middle of the park. He's the one who's come in for them this evening. He didn't start last week. He was on the bench, and there's another win by Blazovic. But he's been a player who's shown a lot so far in this first half. He gets one in the back there by Spadavecchia, though. Tatu in behind to Vatnos. He's on a booking, remember. He does well, though, as does the goalkeeper there in Tremonton. Another goal there at West Torrens. And it's to the home side, Bacala. Ball launched long doesn't find its target again, and some players are sent to warm up as well. I think it's about an hour gone now into this game. 30 to play. O'Neill stretches his legs and breaks the lines. Gets fouled in the process by Park, and he does well to get a talking to and no booking. Garuccio. Tatu. Madana's cross. Doesn't find its intended target. Looks like Adelaide United will be making a change as well. And looks like it's Liam Stam who's going to come onto the park. I think it's Alex Battistella who's going to make way as well. Interesting decision as well. Scored 2 goals last week, a late equaliser as well, Alex Battistella, and he's been replaced on the hour mark for Liam Stam. So a change up top for Adelaide United, and really goes to show their intent, Anna, that they're looking for a goal and they're not going to waste any time and bring on another attacker.
They are, and in the past couple minutes they've had quite a few attacks on goal. What are you making of the change in the game pace?
Yeah, I think they're definitely younger and fitter than this Adelaide Comets side. As you said, is young, but the fitness regimes that this United youth team go through, they could just break the lines like this with Bailey O'Neill. And the Comets just don't have an answer for it at the moment. Tatu, his ball is low, and a great interception there by Karkafiris, or Chandler maybe, and I think he's got a bit of cramp as well. As we did say, the temperature's just dropped a bit, but on the break at the moment, Adelaide United are just too quick down the wings and really creating a lot of trouble and problems for the Comets team. Be more trouble if Chandler's injured here as well. They've already got a couple of outs. We did mention them before, and Damian Lujic is another one, a defensive player who's out injured at the moment. Here's the corner, taken by Tatu. Long, close to the keeper, is punched by Tremonton. Garuccio does well with his body and is tackled by Thomas. Fairly, says the referee. Carlton was dumped. I think there might be advantage here. O'Neill just about finds a pass. Taladera now springs forward. Finds a spare man on the far side. Tatu, he's unmarked and he's onside. Looks for Garuccio, the strike. Into the midriff there of Chandler. Stam will now get his first few touches. Stam tries to take on his defender. Had the overlapping run of Madana, who was ignored. Porter with the tricky flick, loses the ball. And now Madana puts a delivery, far post. Tatu's there, doesn't meet it with the header. And Min Sung Park goes in strong against Malwal Nicola. So as you said, Anna, Adelaide United now stamping their authority on this game. They made that attacking sub, and you see all the numbers forward on the back line of Comets. There's about 5 or 6 Adelaide United players.
Yeah, very bold move from them, and it's clearly been working the past couple of minutes. Comets backline have been under lots of pressure as they get out the top of the box, United.
And it's Stam who has the strike, and it was Garuccio who was unleashed early there, broke the offside trap, couldn't shape to shoot on his left foot, and Stam has a strike in anger, but can't trouble the goalkeeper. It's a better delivery, but not a better pass there by Min Sung Park. Patient in their build-up, Adelaide United, and I think Comets at the moment are just happy to sit behind the ball and try and slow down Adelaide United at the moment, because they're just breaking them with ease. Good dummy there from Garuccio. Launches another ball forward. Chandler's always going to be favourite in that contest. Spadavecchia, strong challenge, comes off second best. And another ball is in behind to Tatu. He stayed on side too. Amlani Tatu shapes on his left foot. Vetanos is still there. But Tatu's not giving up. Spins him. Looks for a cutback. Stam! And punch there by Tremonton. Clear for a corner. Again, the cutback there for Stam. He's had 2 chances in a matter of minutes, Anna. And Adelaide United looking to try and get a goal here, but looking like there's some subs here getting ready for the Comets.
Yeah, they might be looking to make a change. Their defence is really under pressure at the moment. They've done well to defend that, but at the cost of another corner.
Tatu, his delivery is close to the keeper. Chandler's there to meet it. Garuccio and Porter were there battling out. And there'll be another corner on this near side. Still waiting for this change, the Comets. Be Taladera. Take charge of this one on this near side now. Goes low, deflected, and just about claims it, does Tremonton. Looks like it'll be a double sub here as well for the Comets. Clearance doesn't go past the halfway line. Porter with time to turn. Launches long, looking for Politis. Can only find it to Spadavecchia. His touch is loose. Park, Vatanos. Now Carlton. Good drive forward there by Chandler. Park looking to deliver. Can't find a black and blue shirt. Now Adelaide United will clear, but they're edging themselves back into this game, Comets. That's a better switch. In behind to Porter. Nudged off it by Kasumovic. Referee says nothing doing, and Porter's now down, clutching his knee there. And now that'll be a foul there by Thomas. But Porter looks in a lot of pain here, Anna. And I think they're going to make the sub. So I'm not sure if he was one of the planned ones, but they're going to make something now.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he's going. It's been a struggle for him out here on the left. He's been working really hard, attacking and defensive-wise, so hopefully he's all right.
Substitutes that were made now. Thomas and Spadavecchia make way, and Lucas Lim and Ikonomopoulos come onto the park. So looks like Porter will stay out there. Maybe it's just a cramp as Ethan Cox looks to be stretching out that hamstring and calf, but coach had no doubts to keep him on the park, so they need the attackers at the moment. Looks like he's back and ready. Looks like it must have just been a cramp, but free kick now in the defensive half of Adelaide United. Now look to go long. Picked out by Park. And won strongly against Nicola as well. Can't find a pass. And Nasiri will come clear. Tatu, a great touchdown to Blazovic. Back in behind to Tatu. Who's still going, he jumps ahead, and it's a penalty, I think, Anna. It looked like he was fouled just on the edge of the box, but he must have been inside as Daniel Cook points to the penalty spot. It's been a danger all second half, it seems, from Lani Tatu. I don't know if he's going to get this penalty kick. It looks like he's asking for it, but he's been such a danger, and they've left him free a bit too many times. And on that occasion, he spun his defender, used his body to get in front of the ball, and was fouled in the eyes of the referee. So it'll be Joey Garuccio to take this penalty. Of course, has spent most of his season so far in the A-League team on the bench or in the squad, travelling. He's playing NPL today, and he'll get a chance to get his first goal of the season and get Adelaide United ahead in this fixture. Joey Garuccio versus Gianni Tremonton. Haven't kept a clean sheet all season, Comets. Will it stop today? Garuccio into the top right. No mistake as he celebrates in front of the travelling support here and tells him to calm down. He had that covered all day long. So we finally see a goal in this game, Anna. And is this going to be the one to kick Comets back into life as it did in your day?
We'll have to see about that. 25 minutes into second half, so there's still a lot of football left to play, but if Adelaide United keep attacking the way that they are at the moment, Comets are going to be in a bit of trouble. We'll have to see if they can step up.
So, of course, Adelaide United also looking for their first win of the season in the REA NPLSA. Of course, they didn't play in the Cup, so they've only played 3 league fixtures so far. A draw last week was one step closer, but they lead in this game. And they've got 1 foot on 3 points. Kasumovic clears under the pressure. Politis looks to spin and shoot. We have another opportunity to as well. Garuccio with an excellent switch to Tatu, but Tremonton's there as well and read the danger. Challenge by Talavera on Ikonomopoulos. He might even pick up a yellow card here as he's gone in late there on the midfielder. Park looks to spin. He's got Nicola to deal with. There'll be a throw-in. Long throw, can't find a Comets shirt. And they'll come away with it on the left. That's a good touch though. Karkafiris looking for an option and maybe wanted to shoot as well. I think he's got one in the face there actually, and they're going to have to stop the game here for a head injury. And Garuccio is definitely not happy with that as he smashes the ball away. Looks like it's another cramp, and it might be Karkafiris this time. It's definitely cooled down at the moment out there, but on a grass pitch, it's usually better for the joints. And we'll use this time as well to put some instructions into their team as well, and hopefully slows things down as well, is what the Comets would like, as Adelaide United just started to get on the upper hand. And their subs, Adelaide Comets, are just getting into the game. Restarted play with the drop ball as well, and looks like there might be another substitution readied here for the Comets. I'll wait for a break and play for that to happen, but got to get back into this game at the moment. Park looking for Ikonomopoulos. Finds him this time. Ikonomopoulos can't find an option himself. Chandler with no option just but to clear long. Now Nicola does the same. Goes short to Lim. Lim, his touch is a bit heavy. Presents the opportunity to stand, but he recovers well. Porter. Fouled as he tried to turn. Lucas Lim sporting the goggles. Edgar Davids like, Anna. Have you seen too many of that in the league? Someone sporting the goggles like this?
No, it's not often that you see that.
Launch long, can't find an option. Sometimes that's the case when you've got glasses and contact lenses as well. And now we'll see that final substitution for the Comets. Sebastian Good is going to make his way onto the park for Porter. Did see him struggling with a back of knee injury just before, Jake. And now Sebastian Good's going to make his way onto the park. Of course, started last week, came off in the 70th minute, so now he's got about 15 minutes or so left in this game to make a mark and maybe put his name on the score sheet as the first one of Comets for the season. Chandler does well under the pressure. His flick clearance just about finds a Comets player, and now Kalkafiris is looking up the line for the new man. And Sebastian Good. His pass is soft to Lim. And Lim will keep trying to chase him, but hard to get the ball off is Madonna. O'Neill splits the park, but he also finds a loose pass, picking out Lim. Kalkafiris tried the trickier pass there and can only find the feet. Garuccio. So with about 10-15 minutes to play, Anna, similar position to last time they were at home against Campbelltown City, where they were 1-0 down, but very much in the game with a goal or two that could change things. What do you think the instructions are going to be for the home team at the moment?
They are very much still in the game, 1-0, very dangerous scoreline. We can see that they've started to calm down a bit on the ball more in the past 5 minutes, but Adelaide United still look very dangerous when they're breaking. So with a bit more attacking power, we'll see if Comets can score a goal.
As we mentioned, they made a couple of attacking subs now. Good is on, Lim is on as well. Ikonomopoulos, we know he can score a goal. Opts to be the provider this time, Carlton. No option forward, and Nicola went out. That's a late challenge though from Carlton, and O'Neill is in a lot of bother at the moment, but he's stopped his rolls to complain to the ref first, and I think Carlton will pick up a booking here. Another late challenge where both players were on the ground, but he definitely didn't win the ball and got all man. It's probably something as a home team you don't want to do at the moment. Try and slow the game down. You want to keep it fast-paced, frenetic, wait for a mistake in the back line and not let the away team rest on their one goal and try and see it out.
Yeah, there's a couple of players on yellow cards out there as well, so it's going to be interesting with such a close scoreline. We'll have some out there trying to be a bit more careful with their tackles at the moment.
Of course, they made 3 substitutions at the moment, Comets. I think they have one more window to make one. But they've got to be very careful on who they do next because there's a couple on bookings. It's a good challenge there by Vatnos. He's one of those. He's got a difficult battle against Amlani Tatu for the remainder of the game. Madonna looks forward. Stam look for the flick. Doesn't come off. Looks for the pass and the cross now, and I think he'll get the corner instead. Good work from the young striker as well. Of course, brother of Riley Stam, who's playing out at FK Beograd. His team lost 2-1 tonight against West Torrens Bacalla. Got a stat in as well from another commentator. Comets are currently 345 minutes without a goal, over 5 hours. And this being their 4th game in a row without one. Of course, things must change. And they've got to change fast with about 10 minutes to play here. Taladera goes near post again. We'll get another opportunity at it. After that was deflected. Looks like Comets have got their final sub ready. It'll be after this corner. Taladera. High and wide and not very mighty as it goes past for a goal kick. Looks like the final substitution for Comets is ready. Giselle Kandunho. On he comes now in place of Paniotis Politis. Of course, former player of a number of clubs here in the state. Western Strikers, West Adelaide as well. Here's Giselle. He'll come on and hopefully create the impact that his team are needing in this game. They've thrown everything at it at the moment. Another winger on, looking for a goal. Tremonton launches long. Looks like a handball there by Tatu. Referee and the linesman clearly not seen it. They've not seen a foul in that either. And they're going to give it actually the way of the Comets, in fact. And they'll have time to settle and prepare for a set piece by the captain, Mavra Lombardos. Sent everybody forward as well for this one. Looking for an early contact. That ball is launched long. It's met with a red head. Carlton goes for the strike. Outnumbered at the back here. Tatu, he's fouled. He's got some numbers to the right. Stam has stayed on side. So has Panache Madana. He's got two in the middle and he goes himself. The better option was to square it. And they had the numbers forward. Adelaide United just heaping on the pressure at the moment, Anna.
Yeah, Comets really went all in for that set piece just there, but I guess it shows United's speed with the fast break there. You know, Comets have to be really careful if they're trying to score. They've got to put the defensive effort in as well.
Live to see another day. And at least not conceding from open play today is probably something they've got to be positive about if the result stays the same. And Tatu gives away the foul on Park that time, and they're going to launch up and set everybody up for again. So they have to get the first contact here, otherwise they're going to be under pressure like the previous one. It's got to be a better delivery by Mavra Lombardos now.
Yeah, about 6 minutes to go.
Ball is launched long. That's a better delivery. Again, a red head, though, is the one that wins it out. And now Chandler has to deal with Madana. Kandandaho comes away with it. Now Garucha looks for the spectacular pass, but Park is there. Tremonton looking central. No Comets players there, though. And now Adelaide United will come away with it. Tatu looks long. That's a great ball to Garucho. Takes it under his stride, but what a save. Tremonton keeps his side in it with a great save near down to his right. Comets still coming away. Stam misreads that one. Chandler does with two saves, but what a spectacular save that was, Anna, by the goalkeeper from Comets. But I thought he was about to say his own substitution is ready, but it looks like there might be an enforced one here for Comets. But they've used all three windows, I think.
Yeah, we've got another cramp. I think it's Chandler down on the ground there. But, yeah, what a great save. Really kept Comets in the game there. See if they can bring some spark and get a goal. Otherwise, it's going to be left at 1-1 as there is about 5 minutes to the game plus extra time to go.
They're going to want every extra minute here, the Comets, to try and launch another attack forward in attempts to equalise in this game. But at the moment, as you can hear from their goalkeeper, they've got to dig deep if they're to pull anything out of this game. Another ball launched forward. Can't find anybody on that occasion. Surprisingly, not many substitutions from Adelaide United team in this game. Of course, that half-time one for Kaylin Allegich and that one on the 60th minute for Alex Battistella. But other than that, not many subs in this game, Anna, for the away side.
Yeah, no, and I mean, they've been doing quite well out there. They've kept their speed up and kept pace with the other team, and they're still giving it a crack with 5 minutes to go. So, team's looking quite good, quite sharp.
Here's Tatu, he's looking for a goal of his own and not going to get any closer with scoops like that. And now Vatanos comes away with it. Ikonomopoulos launches into a channel for Kandandaho to chase. Great ball by Taladera into the path of Stam. He's got a player in behind, Ingaruccio. Opts not to take it first time. Looks to shape and shoot. Plays it in behind for Tatu. He's got the ball in the back of the net, but he is offside. There's a good option there by Garuccio. Unselfish, of course, to play it through to Tatu, who set him up for that penalty, but now they're outnumbered at the back. Good control there by O'Neill. Launch is long. It's a difficult one to chase for Nicola, but he's doing well to get close to it. And Vatanos is calm under the pressure. Good with a neat touch. Ikonomopoulos, not many options. Minsung Park looks to deliver. It's deflected out. Good though. Time to spin and shoot, and deflected into the arms of Ethan Cox. Late challenge there by Karkafiris on Blazevic. I think he's going to pick up a booking as well. And there's about, I think that's about 3 in the back line of Comets now on a booking that are still on the park, and they can't make any more substitutions. So they've got to be careful now and not hamper themselves for the next week. Not long to go here in regulation time, and there would be too much added. Hasn't been too many stoppages in this game as well. Cox launches long. Can only find the head of Chandler, and Lim will keep it in. Ikonomopoulos trying to lead things out from the back. Karkafiris has to go long. Caught under a little bit there. Lim, Kandandaho will get a touch and will drive into the box, but he's outnumbered there by Blazevic. And here comes another substitution. Looks like it's Fabian Grelli who's ready to come onto the park. And it looks like it's going to be Sajjad Nasiri who'll make way. Of course, the youngster came into the starting lineup this week after being on the bench last week, and Grelli makes his NPL appearance after not featuring in the squad last week as well. So they do make their third substitution of the day, Adelaide United. They go short. Karkafiris with a nice chop. A ball in the box. Can't find anybody outside, and Tatu can only clear. Vatanos looked for Lim. And again, they can only clear long. Chandler launching long again. Looking for Park. They'll get a throw. Chandler to Lim. So not long left in this game. Anna, has there been anybody who's particularly been player of the match, or anybody you've been surprised with how good they've been tonight?
After watching the second half from up here with you guys, I think United Tattoo's been playing awesome out on the left out there, but then...
As we see a rare slip there from Chandler. He's got Tatu on that left side if he can find him. Still going himself. Stam, again the wrong decision in the box as he loses his shin pad as well. And Tatu was there for the easy cutback. Now they'll go long again. Blazovic is the spare man on this far right. Not many Adelaide United players in the box. He opts to go to the corner flag as well. And he loses out. As you were saying, Tatu has been one to watch as well, specifically the second half. I mean, got a lot of the ball in the first half, but didn't really have the space to run. But in the second half, he's really had that change of pace and stop-start nature that's been impossible to defend. And, of course, he was the one who won the penalty for the away side here. He'll do well if he can get a goal in this.
Yeah, he's a very quick player out there. Opposingly, Min Sung Park has done well to shut him down quite a couple of times. Unlucky with the penalty back there, but that's football.
Great ball in behind, looking for Stam again, and he is defended out by Vatanos. I've been impressed with him, especially in the first half as well. Of course, he did pick up a booking, but he shut out Battistella and sent him for an early shower as he was subbed in the hour mark, and Stam really hasn't gotten much better luck out of Vatanos or Chandler. Here's Park. He looks for a delivery, far post. Kandandaho's there with the nod down. So is Sebastian Good. They can't clear it. Sebastian Good gets the touch. And he looks for a strike, and I think he's taken out the Adelaide United player there, but really struggling to clear their lines here. And the back line here of Adelaide United. Of course, they're not the most experienced of players, especially in this league, but they've got a little bit to learn as well. As another turnover. Tatu. He's played it into Min Sung Park. Ikonomopoulos plays far post. He launches long, and Cox is there, showing a little bit of leadership and slowing the game down and going to the floor. And that's it. That is the final whistle. That's all she wrote here at LJ Hooker Myland Sports Park. Adelaide United with a penalty is all that separates these two sides as the away side take the win and get their first of the season. The home side, Adelaide Comets, are still after their first points and their first goals of the season, but showed a spirited effort here in the second half, looking for a goal. What did you make of the game, watching both halves?
Yeah, look, it seemed like a battle out there. Credit to Adelaide United for putting that penalty away. They had quite a few chances during the game, but same as Comets, just depends on what team puts the chances away. And defensively, both teams played quite well. Comets really gave United a run for their money at the end there. Unfortunately, probably came a little bit too late in the game. But in the end, Adelaide United coming away with the 3 points. Comets will look for those next week.
Better performance, that's for sure, in front of their home fans, the Comets, but they'll have to live to see another day and look for some more points in future fixtures. That's all from us here in the commentary studio here at LG Hooker and Myland Sports Park. Continues with more NPL action tomorrow in State League 1 and other leagues as well. Make sure you tune in to the FSA League's YouTube for all the live streams. Thank you and good night.